Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Hope you're doing well. The FedEx guy just showed up and I have got a very large PSA order that I'm going to show you guys. And yeah, I'm excited about it. I already know the grades. I'm not one of those guys that can ever, if I get the email that says your grades are ready, I'm going to look because I'm always curious. And this is a mixed bag, I would say. There are cards that I'm very curious to look at the card, eager to see why it got the assigned grade that it did and see what I missed. But these are all cards that came from a collection down in Houston. This is actually the second part of it. The first part I sent via regular submission, not value or anything like that. And that was the one where the 51 Burke Ross Joe DiMaggio was in, along with some other 50s cards. So this is the 60s vintage special, 60s and 70s, I guess. I think it was 60 to 89 or something like that was the range, or 60 to 1980. That's what it was. $14.99 a card. All in on each card. I want to go over this because I have a video coming out today with Theo, a Golden Age of Cardboard episode over on Bench Clear, where we debate grading. And you know, he has a problem with upcharges and some other things. Like, look, the grading process is not perfect. These took well over 3 months for me to get back, so it is not a swift process. But I have them back, and that I'm not a guy that's in a hurry. And I always feel that grading adds value. It adds more to the pie for the overall hobby than it takes away. So people, well, every dollar you spend on grading is a dollar you can't spend on cards. True, you have to choose, but if you do both, you buy the card and you grade it, it can typically increase the size of the pie. And I'll give you what happened with this. So all in on these cards, between grading and cost of the cards, I'm at $1,480. Okay. The total value, I go through and I just checked values for all the cards and the grades that were assigned, about $2,225. So that's about $750 of just added on value by grading these cards. Now, these are all PC for me. They're staying with me. They're not going anywhere, but I look at it as I spent a certain amount, and if I had to sell them or needed to sell them, I would get more than I have in them, and that's a win. It's certainly not a win if you look at it card by card. You know, you're not going to always have W's, but you got to look at I look at it as an entire submission, go in totality, how did I do? And granted, I got these cards for a very, very good deal from a collecting friend, the guy we went and saw in Houston. And so thanks, Bobby. If he watches this, he'll know. But thanks to him for giving me an opportunity to get all these great cards. And so I am excited to show them to you. It's going to take a little bit, so be patient, but we'll get through them. Hang on 1 second. All right, here we go. Sadly, like every order, it feels like with me, there are a few cards that were not graded. Let's take a look. The first one here is 71 Topps Brooks Robinson, miscut. I could actually see that up here it is a little bit almost like it's trimmed. Unfortunate. I need to get this card for my 4-decade set, but have to get another one. Then we had this 67 Jim Bunning, high number, hard card, min size required. Ironically, I've tried this. I pulled this because I knew I'd be doing this. There's another one, min size required. So I bought this card twice. Both times it's come back min size required. So it's getting a little frustrating. I'm going to obviously take these and size them up and just see, are they or are they not? But yeah, according to PSA, they are. And then the last one, which I was really disappointed about, was the Roger Staubach rookie that I got from Bobby. I was really excited to get this card in my collection, and it came back min size. So again, I'll look at all those. Maybe they'll head off to SGC. Who knows? I might have a bigger stack of those, but this one wasn't from this order, but the other three, not good. So let's start rolling through these. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. I'm a big believer in just show the cards. 71 Topps Tony Oliva. Came back a 3 with a mark. These were all pulled from different sets. Literally had sets and binders, and I just went through, or sets and boxes, I should say, as well. And I just went through and pulled cards that I needed, and Bobby was so gracious to let me do that. But there is a mark. Somebody wrote their initials, RS, on the back. But may try to replace that. We'll see. Let's keep going. There's a 70 Topps Tony Oliva. Oliva and some other guys are guys that are just, I didn't have a ton of their cards. Jim Cott, guys like that. So you'll see a lot of those guys here. Ted Simmons, people like that. So there's the 70 Oliva in a 4. 72 Topps Willie Stargell in action, a 4. I kind of, in the mindset, it is what it is. Whatever it grades, it is. I don't get too mad most of the time. Here's a 4.5 on this Ted Simmons. Again, these were pulled straight from a binder, stuck in card savers, and off they went. There's a good one. Sparky Anderson in a 7. I guess it's like any other collection. Even though they all came from the same place, same binder, they're going to have different conditions that they were, either bought or kept in. Tony Oliva on this, 72 Topps batting leaders, or 72 AL batting leaders, 71 AL batting. Sometime I'll get it right. On a 5, that's fine. Let's see. I have no idea if these are in the right. They're not in the right order. There's a 7 on the home run leaders, 75 Topps, Dick Allen, hopeful future Hall of Famer, and Mike Schmidt. These are not in any order. 71 Topps Earl Weaver, 5.5. So finishing this, there were actually a couple cards I forgot to grab, but this order will finish my 70s entire decade minus 3 cards. I need 3 cards for the entire decade. One of them is the Robinson still, since it came back miscut, but there's Jim Palmer AL playoffs card in a 4. But I am really down to the nitty gritty. There's a 6, that's a good grade. This feels like the new slab, actually. It feels a little heavier than normal. I think I might have the new slabs here. Manager Gil Hodges card. Leo DeRocher manager card in a 5. '72 strikeout leaders, Tom Seaver, Fergie Jenkins on that one. That came back a 5. 74 here. I'll pull these right here. There's Billy Williams in a 6. '74 AL home run leaders in an 8. That's more like it. I wish they were all 8s, right? It's pretty good. 74, another Tony Oliva. That's in a 6. Sharp corners, off center. All right, keeping the stacks. Let's move this one over. 74 All-Star relievers. You've got Jim Catfish Hunter on there, and that came back a 5. '67 Topps leaders. So you see all the cards I need, like leaders and stuff like that you can't find a ton of, or they're really expensive. So my kind of rule of thumb is I'm into each of these cards for about $22 total. Grading, shipping, buying, all of that. So if I can find it cheaper, great. If not, I'm just going to send it in. 2 Hall of Famers there. That's an 8. That's awesome. Another 74. Yeah, these are way out of order. Sparky Anderson in a 7. So I got 2 Sparkies in 7, 74 and 72. Yeah, these manager cards, leader cards. There's 72. That's Hodges' last card, I believe. He passed away, I think, during the 72 season, maybe. I can't remember. Excellent 5 on that. Johnny Bench in action. PSA 6. 61 Topps Gil Hodges in a 6.5. That's awesome. That is great. Love that. 63 Topps NL home run leaders, and this is 5 Hall of Famers. You've got Hank Aaron, Frank Robinson, Willie Mays, Ernie Banks, and Orlando Cepeda. That's a 4. That's a expensive card, just because of all the Hall of Famers that are on it. 71, I call it the Tatooine card. It looks like Brooks Robinson's playing on Tatooine on that one. 3.5. 67 Juan Marichal. High number, PSA 4. Another Oliva, 67 and a 5. Three and a half on the 63 Topps Dodgers Big 3. I knew this one was rough, but it's expensive no matter what. I think this is like a $50 card in this grade. That little Koufax, Drysdale. Love it. Johnny Padres. Oh, it would help if I stacked them properly. 63 Topps pitching leaders. You got Jim Bunning pictured on that one. 3.5. Tough card. I knew this was off center, but this is such a tough card. This is Brooks Robinson, and let's see if I have it close. I have all the prices and stuff. Let's see. This one in this grade is about 250 bucks. So definitely better to buy it raw. These are all off center, this card. It's crazy. 61 Minoso in a 5. '61 MVPs. I'm trying to get all these MVPs that are in 61 Topps that show Hall of Famers I'm going to get. This is a 5. Surprised on a 5 with an MK with that smudge on it or something, but another MVP, Phil Rizzuto, came back a 4. And then the last one of those is the Yogi Berra that I needed in a 4. That's a surprisingly expensive card too. That's a $50 card even in a 4. Hoyt Wilhelm, this is a high number. This is in a 6, about a $50 card. And then the Juan Marichal rookie, this was just he had one, I picked it up, and my thought was if it graded higher than my current one, which I have a 5, so this is a 6, so this will replace my current one, and I'm probably going to crack out, thanks to Garrett. It was like, why don't you crack it out and send it in for TTM, because I don't have this card autographed. So that's what I'm thinking on that. All right, next to last stack here, little Whitey Ford. High numbers for all the All-Stars in 61. So they're a little tougher, but I'll take a 4 on that. Okay, this is going to be the card that perplexed me the most when I looked at it online, because this 63 Topps Koufax came back a 1.5, and now I see it. Although there is you can see it right there. There's a wrinkle all the way across the card. There is 0 chance that that was there when I sent it in. I don't even know how to handle that, honestly. That was not there. What to do, wackadoo. But 1.5. I was like, why is that a 1.5? But obviously it's got a crease all the way through it. I think it goes through the back. It does not. But still, I did not do that to that card. That was not like that. Okay, 63 Topps home run leaders. This has got Killebrew on it. Roger Maris also. Colavito, Norm Cash, some great players. 71 Perez in a 4. '72 Jim Cott in a 4. Again, I paid so little for each card. You're like, why would you grade these if you thought they were going to be mid to low grade? And the answer is because I paid so little for them that I can't replace it for that. I can't get it for that. Here's a 6 in the Cepeda 71. 69 Topps Joe Gordon manager card in a 4. Yes, he is a Hall of Famer. Not as a manager, but as a player. Here's the Orioles sweep in 3. It's a playoffs card. You got Jim Palmer there and Frank Robinson. Pretty sure that's Jim Palmer. Maybe not, actually. Maybe somebody else. Another pitcher, but Frank Robinson right there. He's pictured, so get it. 64 Topps leaders. This is the pitching leaders. You got Spawn, Marichal, and Koufax on that one. This is the batting leaders. Card number 7, Hank Aaron and Clemente on that one. This is not a 4-decade set. This is a card I've been looking for a really long time. The Dick Allen rookie card, 64 Topps. And to get this in a 6 is great. That is perfect. This is a future Hall of Fame rookie card. And so I've been on the hunt for this one for a long time and just thrilled to just be able to add it this way. Another Gil Hodges 64. You see a lot of Gil Hodges. You see a lot of Jim Cott, that kind of stuff. Again, just the pops on these aren't big on those guys. Another card I've been looking for a while. Al Kaline 69 Topps World Series Game 5. Leaders, more and more leaders. 69 Topps. This is card number 1, so always hard to find in good condition, but you got Oliva and Yastrzemski on that. Just fine with a 4. 75 Topps manager card with Dick Williams, Hall of Fame manager, and a 5. Again, nobody grades these, so the pops are low no matter what. And if they have one on eBay, they're usually really expensive. Oh, a football card. You saw the other Staubach. This was just I'm a big Cowboys fan, especially this era. My mom loved Roger Staubach, and so just if I can find some cheap Staubach cards and send them in, I'm going to do it. And I really wanted his rookie. You saw how that turned out. But here is his 77 Topps, classic football design. It's funny how nobody cares that these don't have logos because Topps didn't have the license, but there you go. They do care about modern Panini. Okay, last stack. I try to get through these. 64 Cott. Came back a 7. That's nice. So you can see kind of hit and miss on this order. Some good, some not as good. 64 Mazeroski, high number. And a 5. 69 Bobby Cox rookie. So this fills a couple of holes for me. It's a Hall of Fame rookie. And obviously 4-decade set card. PSA 6 is good on that. I'm happy about that. 69 Jim Cott in a 4. 69 Tony Perez in a 5. How big my stack's getting over here. This is the already we've looked at stack. 69 Billy Williams in a 4. Yeah, this is just a great opportunity to knock so many cards off my list. One fell swoop, an 8 on the 76 Jim Cott. Definitely take that. You know, one thing I hate about review, I hate when people, you know, cover up the thing and show the card and then they, you know, reveal the grade. It's like, just show the bloody card. It is what it is. Like, why are you, what does this do? I don't know why people do that. Makes no sense to me. Joe Torre, 69 and a 4. Good looking 4. Ooh, Ted Williams. PSA 5. Ted had a very bad managerial career, but nobody could be like Ted Williams. He wanted everybody to be Ted Williams, and they weren't. Another Joe Torre, 71 and a 6. I'll take 5s and 6s on 71 tops all day long. Another World Series, Frank Robinson shows his muscle. PSA 5 on that. '69 Earl Weaver, back a 4. It's actually Earl Weaver's rookie card, I believe, because he did not play in the major leagues, or at least have a card in the major leagues. So his first manager card right there, I do believe. Oh, but he was named MVP 3 times in the minor leagues. Yeah. Great manager, though. A couple of 79s, Ted Simmons, and a 7. Couple more, 79, Dick Williams, another Dick Williams, and a 3. Again, these were pulled out of the same binder. Yeah, one got a 7 and one got a 3. I mean, and last, Ron Santo, tough high number, PSA 7 on that bad boy. That's a good one to end on. So that will do it for me today, guys. There's a giant stack of slabs that I get to now file away, put away, and mark off checklists. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. Keep collecting.